Okay, here we go with question number 6 on our Unit 6 summative assessment practice. So this says solve, and then we have these two little kind of goalposts here. Remember, those mean absolute value. Remember, absolute value is always positive. Always positive. It's not like opposites. You don't take the opposite here, you take the absolute value. Absolute value is a measure of how far a number is away from 0, and so it's always positive. All right, so the absolute value then of 35 is 35. For number 7 then, the absolute value of negative 44 is 44, because absolute value is always positive. The absolute value of 2 is going to be 2, again, because absolute value is always positive. Okay, moving on to writing integers now that will represent situations. This says Emery spent $62 out of her savings account. So she's down $62. She had $62 and she spent it, it's gone. She's down $62. So that's going to be a negative 62. Number 10 here says write an integer. Aniston climbed 15 flights of stairs for her workout. So she went up. She went in upward direction. So that's going to be a positive 15. She went up 15. All right. Max claims that the absolute value of 9 and the absolute value, and the opposite, sorry, let me start that over. Max claims that the absolute value of 9 and the opposite of 9 are both equal to negative 9. He is incorrect. Explain why he is wrong. Did I mention to you that absolute value is always positive? So we know that the absolute value of 9 is positive, it's 9, but the opposite of 9 is negative 9. So the absolute value of 9 can never be equal to negative 9 because absolute value is always positive. I think I've said that about 7 times now. Okay, so let's see. We know he's wrong. Why? The absolute value of 9 is 9, not negative 9. So that's true. Okay? The absolute value of a number and the opposite of a number can never be the same. That's not true. Sometimes they can be the same. If we were looking at the absolute value of negative 9, let's say, so the absolute value of negative 9 is 9, and the opposite of negative 9 is also 9. So sometimes they could be the same. So that's not a true statement. And then the opposite of 9 is 9, not negative 9. That's not true because the opposite of 9 is negative 9. So that's not true. So it has to be that first one. All right, that kind of wraps up this section on absolute value and integers. So we'll go on. The next video we'll pick up with number 12.